Hey guys, welcome to EVTV Ireland. Today we're going to have a look at the Volkswagen e-Up. This is the car just behind me, and this is a 2021 model. So it's the latest model, and before you say it, no, it's not sold in Ireland. However, it is sold in the rest of Europe and in the UK. There are some right and drive of this model. So if you're ever interested by e-Up, whether it's the old model or the new model, you might be interested in this video. Let's go. So this is the e-Up. So as you know, the Volkswagen Up was sold in Ireland, so you've seen those cars before. They were launched in 2011, sorry. And then they've been restyled in 2016, and they are still in production. However, the production is going up and down, whether it's petrol or electric. There is a big demand on this car. You'll see why in a minute. And the availability really depends on the country and also depends on the brand, because this is the Volkswagen one, but it exists as well as the Seat, the Me, and as the Skoda, the Citigo. So this is a segment A car. That's 3 meters and 54 in length, 164 in width, and 149 in height. So it's really compact and it's really aimed at the city. This particular model is a 2021, so it's really brand new. It has 250 kilometers on the clock, so it's really new. Actually, I'm lucky because a friend of mine just bought it, and so I couldn't miss the chance to have a look at it. This has a 36.8 kilowatt hour battery. It's a very big battery. The original e-Up that was launched in 2013 had a 18.7 kilowatt hour battery, and this is almost the double. So it's a big improvement for the range, and this was improved in 2019. So a couple of years ago, they got this battery upgrade. The particular model you see here is base trim. There is a few packs, so there's a few options on it, but it's rather basic model, as you'll be able to see that inside in a moment. In terms of technology, this is front wheel drive. So this has a 7.2 kilowatt AC onboard charger, and he has also CCS port, so it can charge in DC at 40 kilowatt, up to 40 kilowatt. Unfortunately, this car doesn't have any cooling system, so it's like an old Leaf. It will be challenged in summer and in winter. So especially when you charge on DC, 40 is already not a lot, but you might get much less than that, especially in winter. Power 82 horsepower. It's adequate for this kind of car that's aimed at the city. 0 to 100 in 11.9 seconds, and it goes 130 kilometers an hour. The WLTP range is 258 kilometers. So this is great, because that means that you would probably get around 200 kilometers of real life range. The price of this car, so we're in France now. This car is priced at 24,000 euro with the 20% VAT. There is an incentive of 7,000 euro, up to 7,000 euro. So this car costs around 17,000 euro on the road. So that's really good price. It is all, you can get a Twingo for 15 or 16,000 euros. That's a bit cheaper, but the range is lesser as well. But it's very well priced, and this is why this car was sold out very quickly. Also, you have to know that the production is very, very low. So they are not, Volkswagen doesn't really want to produce a lot of those. Probably they are keeping the battery capacity for the ID3, ID4, etc. So yeah, the demand is much higher than the production capacity on this car. So if you find one, grab it. And this is what my friend did. He got one on stock, really, because if you order one, even if it's available in the catalog, you might have to wait for 6 months or more. All right, let's get in the Volkswagen e-Up. Here you go. So we have here a dashboard, quite full, with a special screen there. You can see already there's an application. It's a special car. There's no main big screen. but there is an app. It works on Bluetooth, so you might use the cable here to recharge your phone, but you don't have to. And this is the most interesting part of it, because it's quite not common. You can see here the state of charge, the recuperation, and you can also look into your programming if you want to have off-peak time. And here you can even select the battery limit. Here it's 80%. You can see, sorry for the, and also the maximum amps. So you can really adjust that. That's pretty cool. And you can add a location there. So if in a place you allow the maximum amps, you put in max, and if not, you can have something else if you use a granny cable, for example. So that's it. So this comes with an app, because as you can see, for the rest, it's very basic and very similar to a normal petrol e-up. Up. So that's your dashboard here. As you can see, it's analog, nothing crazy there. You've got the power gauge on the left. So green is the charging, 0 is nothing, and that's the power gauge that goes from 0 to 10. Then you've got the speed, nice clear speedometer, goes until 160 kilometers an hour. Top speed on this guy is under 30, so that's a perfect gauge there. There's a few elements there in the trip computer, but that's nothing special. There's nothing special about the electric car. So you've got some basic adjustments, but nothing really interesting. And on the right hand side, you've got the gauge. So at the moment you've got around 7/8 of a tank, so I don't know, 85%, maybe something like this. Unfortunately, you don't know exactly how many percent you have in this car. So you've got 167 kilometers of range, you can see there, that you see also on the app that I showed you just before, but you can't see exactly the percentage. You have to use that analog gauge. Steering wheel, typical Volkswagen. So you've got your sound here and your trip computer and phone controls here. Look at that. So automatic lights and wipers on this model. That's an option, actually. Height adjustable steering wheel. You've got central locking electric windows. There are no electric mirrors. It's quite a basic model with a few options, but there's a lot of options. If you want a nice one, you really have to spend a few extra on it. If you go on the right hand side here, you see climate control. So this is standard, probably because you can preheat remotely, so you need something electronic. So that's quite cool. And then below you've got a screen, and you think, oh yeah, that's the entertainment, but actually there are very few options. And this screen is just for the basic radio, so it's nothing crazy. And there is actually a reverse camera as an option in this car, parking sensors, and have a look at this. So you can see here, and this is the smallest camera screen ever. I don't have anything for scale, but look, my finger, it's smaller than my finger. It's just like probably around 5 centimeters across the screen. So that's super small, but that's fine. That's better than not having anything. So for the rest, it's a very basic car. There is even body panels, and painted body panels there. So it's metal. Plastic, there's nothing crazy. If you look at the center console now, you've got a cup holder there, Eco and Eco Plus. So Eco is lower power, Eco Plus will remove the air conditioning or heating. And here you've got the gear selector, typical Volkswagen gear selector, like if you had an automatic. And there is a number. If you go on D, you can select B mode and different recuperation levels. So if I go there, and you've got 2, 4, 2. Why is it 2 for 4? This is strange. Okay, I'm not sure about that, but you can go from 2 to 4. Why is that? I don't know. I will ask my friend. Anyway, that's it. Let's have a look at the back. All right, this is the rear seats. So it's quite tight, to be honest. I could see it okay Headroom is fine. It's a 4-seater, so this is okay in width. However, the legroom is really poor. But that's a small car, nothing crazy on this. Just to know, you cannot wind down the windows in the back. You've got those elements there. So it's like it's a bit old school, but at least it works all the time, no problem. And just while we're at it, we have the charging port here. So this is you've got the Type 2. Now it's unlocked. Yes, this plastic thing locks, which is pretty cool in a way. Usually it doesn't. So this doesn't lock, but that locks with the remote. And then you've got your DC just below. So that's single phase charging here, no 3-phase. So that's 7 kilowatt, which charges the car in about 6 hours, maybe 5 on the AC socket. All right. So now let's go for a drive. All right, so we're in the E-Up now. This is a very easy car to drive because it's tiny. So we're here in its favorite environment, the city. So it's quite maneuverable, obviously, because it's just like 3.5 something meters long. So we are really having no problem to maneuver with this car. All right. Okay, so let's go there. Now we've got a little nice leather steering wheel. I'm not sure if it's real leather or not, but it's quite pleasant. There's a little humming with this car. It sounds like doesn't sound like a full electric car, so that's probably the fake sound. All right. Driving impressions of the E-Up. Unfortunately, I could only drive around the city center because of the 6 p.m. curfew in France. I didn't have the time to get out of the city, out on the road. But basically, it does very well in the city. It feels rather basic in terms of handling and comfort. It's nowhere near a Zoe, for example, that is much more mature and bigger. But as a city commuter, it is great. The battery has around 32 kilowatt hours of usable capacity, so most people would charge just once or maybe twice a week. My friend actually lives in an apartment, and with his partner, they have 2 cars but 1 parking space, so they rent a space in a private multi-story car park that has free chargers. So that's no problem at all for him as well. It's very easy to manage on a daily basis. So this was a review of Volkswagen E-Up. I hope you like this review. Please leave a comment, like it, share it, and thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.